we say greetings. All you can do to be part of the program is by dropping your comment beneath the comment section, click the like button, share, so that other people can also get the opportunity to also be part of the program. Today is our personality profile segment, and my guest is a very, very good friend of mine, very good friend of mine, and I like the fact that she does not concern herself with just the ordinary things many young ladies want to concern themselves with. She particularly is a business success coach. She's been involved in a lot of activities, and she's a Ghanaian based in the Belgium, and she's here for some time now. I mean, she's been here for about 3-4 months, or even more, and she's doing a lot and amazing. Queenie is my guest. I would allow her just in about a minute to tell us a brief summary about herself before I go to my question. This is a very relaxed conversation, but within the middle of it, I'm going to hit her very, very hard. Yeah, I'll hit her hard in making sure she gives us very, very, very intensified answers to some of the difficult questions, very hard questions I'll ask her. I know she's panicking now, but there are questions there that will be very, very hard. Queenie, you're welcome. Right. In a minute, just tell us to anybody watching for the first time. Let me say Queenie Kessie. Who is Queenie Kessie?
So hello everyone. My name is Queenie Kessie. I'm 29 years old, born and raised in Belgium. I'm a business coach, life coach, and mental coach.
Okay. So business coach, life coach, and then mental coach. Okay, good. So that is what most people in Africa do not know, that they need a lot of people to coach their life. I was privileged to have certain great personalities to be coaches to my life. I had the likes of Bolare, Rolando Fori, Chris Adama. Had a lot of top personalities. My own cousin Eugene Okwaite was a coach to my life. If you know how these particular coaches shape our lives, you know that it's important to get here to be coaches in most of your lives. Queenie, how long have you stayed in Belgium, and when did you decide to come to Ghana, or you've been coming back and forth? Like, let's get to understand the whole thing. Yeah.
So I'm 29, so I've been living in Belgium for 29 years.
Okay.
And
so you were born in Belgium?
Yes, please. I was born and raised in Belgium.
Okay.
And I've been coming to Ghana like 2-3 times a year since 2017. But before that, I started coming to Ghana at the age of 8. Okay. But I was just for vacation.
Yeah. Okay. How long have you been in Ghana since you last came? Which month did you come last year?
Last year I came in December.
Okay.
Left in January and came back April. Yeah. Left in June and then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's okay.
Okay. So I want to know the last time.
The last time. December. I'm confused. I don't even know what it is.
All right. So let's say December, January, February, and we are in March. That's like 3 months.
Okay, no. Before this trip, so this time I came in November. So before this trip, I came April till June.
Okay. So the difficulty is that you come to Ghana as and when you want, rather than most people who want to come just once in December and all of that. Okay. Living in Ghana is very expensive.
I know, right?
Very, very expensive.
Yeah.
It doesn't make you regret coming back home?
It does.
Feel free, yeah.
Like, I wish I could stay till December, but it's like, I feel like I have to go back to Belgium and plan well, come with a bit more money than I came with, because I didn't know it was that expensive. It would be this expensive.
Wow.
To be very honest.
Let's look at this. I mean, in Belgium, were you working or you were engaged in some other businesses? What decision got you to establish? We'll come to your business and what you're doing here, but we're picking it one by each, because there are a lot of people who think is rosy and is greasy in Europe. I'm sure maybe you would agree it is. Would you agree?
No, like, there are more opportunities in Ghana, but
there are more opportunities in Ghana than in Belgium.
Yes, especially Belgium is very hard. you're comfortable, like you have a job, this and that, what maybe it's harder to get here, but like to start a business, it's better to come to Ghana than say in Belgium. That's the reason why I'm coming. I'm trying to move to Ghana. There are more opportunities.
Okay, so if the young people who are watching us live on TV today, you are telling them that if you have money and you want to start a business, it is rather easy here as compared to starting a business in Belgium.
That's what I believe, yeah. That's my personal.
That's your belief.
Because in Belgium, let's say, but you have to save a lot of money though. But let's say if you have 1,000 euros in Belgium, if you want to start a business, you can't start a business with 1,000 euro, right? But if you bring that 1,000 euro to Ghana,
that's almost like 7,000-8,000 cedis.
Yeah, right.
Start a business.
And maybe, you can do something with it.
Wow.
So that's what makes it. It's like you have 8 more chances. Your chances are more than.
Yeah, the chances are more or less like doubled or extra and over. What has been your observation about the Ghanaian youth living in here as compared to the youth living in Belgium?
Okay, to be very honest, I see a lot of hardworking.
I mean, I need you to be frank and blunt as ever, yeah.
Like in Belgium, because you have a lot of opportunities, education is easy, to get a job it's not hard, you get to make a little money, it's easy, so it's like we are comfortable, right?
In Belgium.
But in Ghana, everybody is rushing, everybody is trying to make money, look for money. When you look at the streets, those selling pure water and etc., mostly it's young people. Like, I'm amazed. They are really hardworking, a lot of talented youth. Like, they explore more.
In Ghana?
Yes, to survive. But here, in Belgium, you might have certain talent and you don't know because you're relaxed, like you're comfortable where you are. Like, nothing is forcing you to work hard for your future.
Oh, I see. It's like things come to you at ease, so young people are a bit relaxed there and all. You can get food to eat. I mean,
easy. Like, even when you work, okay, besides your pay, they give you like a food card, like 80 euro a day, right? Which is some 8 times 20, right? So 180 a month just for food. It's enough.
5 euros, you can walk to McDonald's and get yourself comfortable.
Exactly, it's enough. But in Ghana, it's not like that. So in Belgium, you have a lot of, the system is good. It helps us. So
this system, which is not helping young people in Africa, would you? Should I ask this question? I should skip it.
You can ask. If I can answer, I'll answer.
Okay. This question of how the young people in Europe are very comfortable because they can get coupons, or they can, if you work, you're a bit comfortable, and here you see young people on the street selling, which is not something we're happy about. Though it shows the seriousness of the African youth. I mean, how hardworking they are and all of that. Is it the government to blame, or it's a generational problem?
I think, can I say it's a combination of both? Like, it is a generational problem. I do believe it will get well, but it's going to take a lot of time. And I believe that we all have to work towards it, not only the leaders, right? But the system makes it hard for the citizens to, even me, I see Ghanaians as magicians, because me using euros, I ask myself every single day, how do you survive here? Do you get it? Because some earn between 300 Ghana and 1,000 Ghana, for example, but how much is petrol? Like,
hold on. So you think even people who earn above 300 to about 1,000 Ghana is no money?
Okay, maybe to the lifestyle, maybe the things I do here, I don't know, but if they do the same, like
the whole month, somebody is getting 500 cedis the whole month.
Yeah, my Uber is more than 500 cedis in a month. Maybe it's my fault because I don't have a car in Ghana, but like, that's just a simple example. And a lot of people take public transportation. Food is expensive. Okay, depends on where you buy it though, but I don't know, there are certain things.
Living in Ghana is expensive than living in Europe.
Yes, to be very honest, because in Belgium, the petrol is also raising in Belgium, but people don't feel it as much as here, because you earn, let's say, 1,000 euros and your petrol is 2 euro, right? But here you earn 300 Ghana to 1,000 Ghana, your petrol is 10 cedis. Like, you get it.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Okay, those who have joined us, we are live on Pan African TV, exclusive interview, personality profile with Ghanaian celebrated business success coach, Queenie Kessie, and she's helping us understand the whole psychology of young people in Europe and her experience also as a business person here in Ghana. You can join the conversation by sending us a WhatsApp message, a text message on 054-850-3799, 054-850-3799. On Facebook, we're live on Youth Empowerment TV on Facebook. Those who are watching, we are extremely grateful. Now, my question is going to be on, when we say somebody is a business success coach, what do we mean by a business success coach? I'm going for a quick montage break. When I come back, we'll continue with the conversation. I'll be back after the break. Back from the break, and somebody say, Richie, you like laughing when you come back from your breaks. What's the reason? Charlie, to like you said, to survive every minute in Ghana, no be joke, Charlie. But right. Okay, let me come to some few messages we have out here so that I can read it for you as the show goes on. This one says, hi Richie, nice show. Is she really saying that living in Ghana is difficult than in Europe? I like that Europe hell. Okay. So when we say somebody is a business success coach, what do we mean by that?
So, what I do as a business coach is, first of all, I listen to my clients. Yeah. I listen to what they are. I ask them the right question. What do you do? What do you need? What are your goals and this and that? And then let's say if you come to me and you're like, okay, I don't know how to attract the right clients. Then I sit with you. I see what you've done in the past, what you're doing now, and what we can do together to reach your goal.
Wow. Did you make money being a business success coach?
Yeah, that's my main source of income.
Wow.
I'm not a millionaire yet, but like hopefully.
Yeah. How much are you worth?
Like my net worth.
If you look at your expenditure, your rent, your money,
so
how much do you think you're worth?
So my expenditure yearly is like between 40 and 50,000 euros.
40 and 50,000 euros.
So let's say plus minus, let's say between 3,000 and 4,000 a month. That's if I don't do anything crazy.
Let me check something now, so that for those who don't spend euros will get to understand what it means in Ghana city, so that we know if it is the same expenditure that we may have. So within a year, or let's say, I mean, your expenditure net worth for a year, that's 3 billion Ghana city. That's 323,000 Ghana city. And are you married?
No.
Okay. You're not married. Okay. You have a boyfriend?
No.
Okay. All right. And you survive all by yourself?
Yeah. Yes. But the thing is, how I used to do it, right? I used to work as a pharmacy technician. Besides my job, right, I have an apartment that I rent out. So that's another source of income.
Okay, so you have an apartment that you rent out for people in Europe. Okay, sure.
So it's another source of income. Then my business, right? And then if really I need support, I can go to mommy and daddy.
Mommy and daddy is that support you. Now, I don't know if I pronounce this name right, but Meredith Sapoma Ajin says that it's a secret. You know her?
Yes.
Okay. She's watching. She says that some of the questions are secret. But you know, young people want to know, and I mean, you know what? I asked if you're married or you're dating with that net worth. Though it's not really huge, but in Ghana here, you know, the tag mostly they tag young people when they are, I mean, shall I say, very dependent on themselves and stuff. Now, have you had some partnerships with certain state agencies, or have you had some collaborations with certain organizations since you came to Ghana? Because what you're doing deserves some collaborations, some partnerships. Have you made some proposals yet?
Well, I have made a few proposals, but like they've not. I've not heard from them yet.
Okay.
But I do have a new project coming up.
Okay. Tell us about it.
A new movie production.
Wow.
And yeah, a whole series. And they want me on their team as a manager, so to see that everything goes right.
Like the production manager on set and all of that. Wow.
So, yeah.
Wow.
I'm excited.
Wow. What are some of the government agencies or the institutions that, not into details about the partnership, but you have knocked on their door that, I have some projects, I need collaborations, I need assistance and stuff?
In Belgium, we were able to pitch our projects to the Ghanaian embassy, and they linked us to GIPC,
Ghana Investment Promotion. Yeah.
Exactly. So we pitched it to them as well, and they liked it. So they said like they would help us with our projects.
Okay. Now, being a young girl, especially in Africa, are you stigmatized? Do you think you are not getting the needed support and attention you deserve to have as a female, as compared to if you were a male? Do you encounter such challenges that many young women, encounter in their business dealings?
Yeah, I think that's my biggest challenge in Ghana here. Like, to make it as a businesswoman, to become successful without doing anything crazy,
I'll come back to that, without doing anything crazy. We'll come there. It's a whole topic on its own. But what I'm interested in is, aside that, why they think you cannot do it because you're a woman, or what really is the problem?
I think they don't really pay attention. I do get, let's say if I go to a networking event, I do get a lot of attention.
Yeah.
And they do listen to me, but they don't hear me. They listen to me and they want to go on a business meeting, but
that's good. I mean, to listen to you and want to go on a business meeting.
That's good.
Or different type of business meeting.
So yeah, but then when you go to the meeting, after pitching or whatever, they will ask you different questions that has nothing to do with the topic.
Maybe they're asking different issues about financing, or
no,
different meetings.
Like, you see, you also ask something. Do you have a boyfriend? Are you married? These kind of things, and then from there it leads to another question. I want to get to know you, and then they ignore my whole business plan or my.
But nobody wants to give you money without getting to know you, or what type of knowing are they talking about? Oh, no, I mean, no names. I mean, this is a youth. You are watching Youth Empowerment Television show, your most authoritative youth analysis program, and she's helping us understand some of the real challenges many young people go through. And she said, when she goes to conferences or certain business pitch meetings, when she talks, they listen, but they don't hear her. And the few that even wants to hear you go on business meetings, and the next thing is what?
Or they hear me, but they are not listening.
They are not listening.
Yeah, that's
okay.
And so I do have a lot of meetings. I've made a lot of proposals, if not more than 15.
Wow! But then since you came to Ghana,
yes. But
congratulations! About 10 of them are successful.
I wish. But then I don't know if it's the money, because when I ask them what's your budget, I don't have any budget, okay, fine. Then I send you the proposal, and suddenly then they really tell me the reason why. They were like, I saw you at the event, you looked interesting, blah blah, I like what you do, but I want to get to know you. But it's not like they want
to know you.
Oh my God,
why are you trying to? I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with investing money with somebody you don't know. So they want to know where you live, where your father comes from. I mean, to trace where the money is going, or something else.
Okay, maybe I should ask them next time.
Okay, but I mean, getting serious. I think these are very bad situations that we need to
It's hard because I believe that if I was a man going to that same networking event, them listening to my story, I'm sure they would still book the business meeting, and then by now we would have been making money together. Do you get me? They are missing on big opportunities just because
of just some small pleasure.
Yeah.
Small pleasure. Okay. I've seen pictures with you and His Excellency, the former President Kufuor. What was that meeting about?
Well, to keep it short, it was King Solomon from Belgium that brought us to his place because of our project as well. And he was advising us on how Ghanaian system is and how we should do it, what we should do and what we shouldn't do, and like where we should go to with our project. And that's how we went to the Ghanaian embassy. He gave us like some tips.
Okay, but how did it feel sitting before a former president? Not many Ghanaians here who have been living here have the opportunity to be before the gentle giant. I mean, how was the feeling like? Well, like this person carried the whole nation on his head. And how did you feel?
I was honored to be there, and he was so humble. And you see, sometimes when you meet certain people, you don't feel comfortable.
Exactly. How they behave sometimes. Is
but I didn't have that feeling, and yeah, I loved it. And especially people, someone might actually for advice, but they don't really advise you. You get me? They just say,
beat out the bush and all of that.
But he really gave us real advice and listened to us.
Yeah. Ebra's agency, what's the agency about? How long has it been in existence?
So officially since September. I registered in September, but into practice.
Okay, so you registered it in Ghana?
Yes, please.
Okay, wow.
No, in Belgium.
In Belgium. Okay.
But I've been doing what I'm doing for more than 7 years.
Wow.
Like coaching and helping.
Yeah. Now, MC Malik says, good afternoon. It's been a while. Okay, Malik. And also, quickly, let me ask this from you. Have you received some nominations? I mean, as a growing, hardworking young person, have you received some nominations, or there are some future nominations that we should look out for your hard work and input that you're putting in?
I haven't received nominations yet, but rumors has it that there is one coming up soon, so I'm yet to receive.
Yeah. If you have the chance to advise 3 young men who want to who have 100,000 Ghana cedi, but they want to pay connection to travel abroad, what advice would you give them?
It depends on, they have 100,000.
Let's say they have 10,000 cedis and they want to use that to get ticket and go and start life in Europe, as compared to using that money to operate business here. What advice would you give them?
To be very honest, it depends on their goal in life, right? Do you want to go to Belgium to just work? It depends also on, because in Belgium, let's say if you're a lawyer and you go to Belgium, you're not going to work as a lawyer. You're going to, because of the language and everything, right?
Yeah.
So you might work.
The license does not even permit you to work.
Exactly. So you would work in a factory and stuff. If you are willing to do that for between 1,008 and 2,000 euros, if that's what you want, then yeah, go ahead. But if you have big vision, big dreams for this nation, then I would say no, it's better to make money here, which is hard, I admit, or go work and come back, because most people go and they never come back, right? So if you're going to come back, then that euros that you've made, you can use it to build a nation. So,
Have you considered organizing some summit seminar to conscientize or help young people understand this whole, traveling abroad and stuff, or establishing business, helping coach people with business and all of that?
Honestly, I have considered, but I've not met the right people to help me yet. Since I'm new in Ghana, I don't know certain things, right? So I do hope I can maybe do some partnership with some organizations in Ghana to help me organize this.
Okay. Now, this person sends a text message. It says that, God bless you, Queenie. You are good. Can you start success without a vision? And he says that, can we know how it all started? Okay, 2 questions. One is that, can you become successful without a vision? And the second question is that, how did it all decide for you? Did you just wake up one day and say, yo, I'm not going to be twerking on social media, I'm not going to be doing this, that, I want to enroll in leadership? How did all of this 2 in 1?
So, can you start success without a vision? No.
Yeah.
you need a vision, because you need to see where you're going to, right? And in order to take the right steps. And no, it did not just happen. Like I fell down a lot of times. I made a lot of bad
so sometimes
decisions.
failure is part of the whole journey.
Exactly. I wouldn't be here without my mistakes, to be very honest. So I'm somehow grateful for it.
Yeah. Okay. And the other part is that, how did it all start? Was it something you always wanted to play a leadership role, or it just happened? You found your way on the process.
It has always been in me, right? This leadership role, especially in Belgium. Mostly when they do events or certain things, or in churches, they mostly put me on program, like, Queenie, can you do this? So like it has been in me naturally. So why not make money out of it, right?
Right. Tell her I like her outfit. This is Nana from Takrady. Okay, Nana.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
My mom sewed it.
Oh, mom made this for you. Okay. So is mommy here?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Big greetings to mommy. This one says that I like her submission and her determined mind. Looking at how she's still young, I like to hook on a program I do at Tamale at Nisem FM 100.1 business hour. Can you help me with her contact? Okay, Tamale people need you on their radio to help educate young people as well.
Nice.
That would be nice, right? Okay. He sends another one too. He says that, can you help me with her contact? My name is Zachary Abubakar Sadiq in Tamale. Okay. I will do our best to get her in Tamale for you, so she can be on your business hour. And big greetings to all those who listen to Nisem FM 100.1. Okay. Lots and lots of messages coming in for Queenie here. This one says that, boss, I'm watching you. My own chairman, Paul is a very, very hardworking person. He says, Paul says, boss, I'm watching. Me, I like the girl, though. She's nice. So, Paul, I've mentioned your name and I've read your message live on national TV. Instead of you to look at the business ideas, you are there liking her. Paul.
Look, he's hearing us, but he's not listening.
You see, you are part of the... Then maybe you are also not helping them understand all of this.
Maybe. I should work on it.
Yeah. But what do you think would get them to lose their focus instead of concentrating on listening to you?
Maybe I can buy like a face mask, cover my face up.
Okay. Paul, so she go wear a dark above. Okay. Now this one says that, good afternoon, Jenny from Ghana. I'm really enjoying your show, Queenie. I so much love your simplicity. Okay. That's from her. This one says that, my name is Justice Aban from Cape Coast. I can't stop admiring her. Seriously, can I get her See, the main reason why we are doing the show is to inspire young people. The very young people we are inspiring you. See the messages you are sending.
Okay, but they can follow my business page, you know?
Yeah. Keep following. But please listen to her whilst you are hearing her. It's very, very important. This person also says that, tell us the life of living in Belgium as compared to Ghana.
I think we already mentioned.
Yes. I think we've made it clear on some of those things. But okay, let me quickly come. Please ask her, what is her perception of the ladies who are also in Belgium but are twerking and coming to Ghana for December vacations and have no plan in settling or putting up businesses? What do you say to those people? What's your advice for those people?
First of all, as a coach, number one rule, that I shall not judge. I don't judge anyone.
You are scared. You don't want to judge. So when you go back to Belgium, they'll say, Queenie, you're on TV and you are bashing her.
No.
Queenie
I don't
scared.
fear them. I don't fear them.
So you know them.
They should
give me two people.
Honestly, I don't know people that work. Like my surroundings don't work.
They don't work on social media.
Show me your friends and
I'll show you there.
Exactly.
Okay. Wow.
But people should do whatever makes them happy, right? And no, not everybody can start a business. That wouldn't be good. Everybody needs employees and whatever.
If you were president of Ghana, would you legalize same-sex marriage? Should I defer the question? Should I skip? You would answer. I told you something before the show. Would you want to answer this?
Can I just say something? I'm not going to answer the question, but I'm just going to say something.
Yeah.
You know, in
but what you say, the Belgium culture?
No, I just want to say something, yeah? So in Belgium, it's norm. I've been seeing it, right?
Seeing what?
Like same-sex and all those things, right? It's like we grew up in that thing. I'm not saying I was raised as a Christian, right? But as long as in Belgium and like it doesn't do anything to me, right? But
it doesn't show you God is coming.
Listen,
I mean,
like
certain people's mentality.
But it's mostly Abrofo when they are doing that.
Oh,
but to be very honest, coming to Ghana, I have seen like a lot of male that are kind of
girly a bit.
Yeah. And the only thing that comes to my head is, hey, so this European thing is coming to Ghana.
Oh, okay.
But
that statement you said is very, very strong. That European thing is coming to Ghana. Does that answer my question I asked you?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. This one says, hello, she's pretty. Can I get the lady's number? Boss, who the lie? Why? Who the lie? Okay, let's go to Fred. This one says, I'm Fred from Volta. Hohoi. Hello, boss. You people do all. Okay, thank you so much, Fred. That's what. This one says, hi, I'm Caleb. I'm into photography and I would love to work with her. Okay, he thinks you're photogenic. He wants to work with you.
That's fine.
That's
Thank
another.
you.
So, are you sure it's not another way of getting to you or getting your content?
Is he going to take pictures of me?
Yes. Girls like pictures, so.
No, I do need it for a new project. So for me and my artist.
But Richard is here. He's also a photographer because
really?
he's been. Yeah, he doesn't sit in the studio during interviews. He's been here the whole day.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, so this one also says that God bless you, Queenie. You are doing good. We know how it all started. This is God's own from a flower. The lady is smart. We are going to take the finance minister's press briefing very, very briefly. We are taking the finance minister's briefing on measures that has been taken so far. We'll be back to continue the show. So let's take this briefing.
Truly African. Truly Africa.
By 75.3% from $74.17 in December 2021, when the 2022 budget was passed, $230 on 7th March 2022, before moderating to $115 as of today. Crude oil prices crossed the $100 mark for the first time since September 2014. We recall that prior to the pandemic, we had built resilience through the implementation of bold and prudent economic measures. By April 2019, we had successfully, as a country, completed the 4-year IMF program. We did so and more by achieving an annual average real growth, GDP growth of 7% between 2017 and 2019, from 3.4% in 2016, maintaining a fiscal deficit below 5% of GDP for 3 consecutive years, maintaining a positive primary balance for 3 consecutive years, which put our debt on a sustainable path, lowering lending rates by over 10 percentage points, restructuring the banking sector to protect the savings of 4.6 million depositors, and strengthening the financial sector. So far, government has spent over $25 billion since 2018 to clean up the financial sector, reducing inflation from 15.4% in December 2016 to 7.6% in 2019, and preserving the integrity of the local industry. Improving gross international reserves to reach 8.6 billion, or about 4 months of import cover by 2020. Introducing the most ambitious social welfare policy ever seen in our country, the free SHS program. Constructing and rehabilitating more roads, cumulative of about 6,250 kilometers, completing 6 of 11 interchanges and flyovers, more than any other government in our history. employ more new teachers, nurses, doctors, agri extension officers, and young graduates than any government in our history, saving the entire financial sector from inherited, neglected crisis that has cost government some 25 billion so far. Instigating more value for money audits on public procurements than any government in our history, and investing more resources in the police, military, governance, and anti-corruption institutions than ever before. It is this proven record of fixing what is broken that gave the MPP government the confidence to tackle head-on the devastation unleashed by COVID-19. And it is the same can-do and will-do attitude that gives us hope that we will overcome the current crisis. We are not a people to bow to the spirit of despondency and despair. As well as threatening global peace, the war in Ukraine has had far-reaching impact. We do not know how long the conflict will last, but it is clear that it has already forced many countries in Europe and beyond to adjust their economic plans for 2022, and Africa is likely to be amongst the worst hit outside of Ukraine. UNTAC's rapid assessment of the war's impact on trade and development shows a rapidly worsening outlook for the world economy, with the situation especially alarming for African countries. The Russia-Ukraine war has also compounded the global supply chain and trade disruptions brought about by COVID-19 pandemic, as well as adversely impacted the dreaded 3 Fs: food security, fuel price escalation, and financing conditions. That's impacting living conditions with the capacity to derail global recovery efforts in 2022 and beyond. Global inflation trending upwards has led to central banks raising interest rates globally, resulting in tight financing conditions and reversal of capital inflows, especially to emerging markets. For example, the U.S. Federal Reserve Bank announced a hike in interest rates by 0.25 percentage points on 16 March and has signaled more of such to follow. Similarly, the Bank of England has raised its policy rate by another 25 basis points to 0.75% on 17 March 2022. We've seen the highest inflation in US, UK, Germany, and other advanced countries since 1974. The US's inflation increased by 6.5 percentage points from 1.4% in January 2022 to 7.9% in February 2022. Similarly, inflation in Germany increased by 4.1 percentage points from 1% in January 2022 to 5.1% in February 2022. Since the COVID-19 pandemic struck, more than 60% of African sovereigns have suffered downgrades across the region. Ghana witnessed a downgrade from Fitch on 21st January 2022 to B- with a negative outlook, while Moody's downgraded Ghana to Caa1 with a stable outlook on 4 February 2022, even though S&P affirmed Ghana's rating at B- with a stable outlook on 7 February 2022. These downgrades have had implications for market access, exchange rate depreciation, capital flight, and increased cost of financing. Ladies and gentlemen, on the domestic front, the challenges include the impasse in Parliament, which is adversely affecting government business, such as the passage of some revenue bills, including the e-levy bill. This is creating uncertainty, which has been highlighted as a key risk by the rating agencies and affecting among our traders and consumers alike. However, we also need to recognize that in spite of it all, the cedi has held under these extreme challenges better than it did between 2014 and 2015. This is because the fundamentals are much stronger. The Bank of Ghana has announced measures to address the exchange rate depreciation, and we believe in the propriety of '22. Food inflation increased from 12.8% in December 2021 to 17.4% in February 2022, while non-food inflation rose from 12.5% to 14.5% over the same period. Ladies and gentlemen, provisional data on the stock of debts as at the end of December 2021 show that the stock of public debt increased to 351.8 billion, 80.1% of GDP, compared with 218.2 billion. Deficit target of 7.4% of GDP. Ladies and gentlemen, government had already started the new year with spending cuts as Parliament failed to approve key revenue streams at the appropriate time. In January 2022, government announced and immediately began implementing a 20% expenditure cut as part of fiscal stabilization and debt sustainability measures. It has been done through the quarterly expenditure ceiling allotment to MDAs. Quarter 1 allotment is currently in implementation, whilst Quarter 2 allotment will be issued shortly. The Ministry has strengthened its expenditure monitoring systems and processes to ensure effective implementation of these measures. In addition, government has decided to take the following measures to ensure the achievement of the fiscal deficit target of 7.4% of GDP for 2022. So expenditure cutting measures. Discretionary spending is to be further cut by an additional 10%. The Ministry of Finance is currently meeting with MDAs to review their spending plans for the rest of the 3 quarters to achieve the discretionary expenditure cuts. 2, these times call for very efficient use of energy resources. In line with this, there will be a 50% cut in fuel coupon allocations for all political appointees and heads of government institutions, including SOEs, effective 1st February 2022. With immediate effect, government has imposed a complete moratorium on the purchase of imported vehicles for the rest of the year. This will affect all new orders, especially four-wheel drives. We will ensure that the overall effect is to reduce total vehicle purchases by the public sector by at least 50% for the period. Again, with immediate effect, government has imposed a moratorium on all foreign travels except pre-approved critical statutory travels. 5, government will conclude on ongoing measures to eliminate ghost workers from the government payroll by end December 2022. Government will conclude the renegotiations of the energy sector IPP's capacity charges by end of Q3 2022 to further reduce excess capacity payments by 20% to generate a total savings of 1.5 billion Ghana cedis. We will impose a moratorium on establishment of new public sector institutions by end of April 2022. Prioritize ongoing public projects over new projects. This is to enhance the efficient use of limited public funds over the period by finishing ongoing or stalled but approved projects. Reduce expenditure on all meetings and conferences by 50% effective immediately. Pursue a comprehensive reprofiling strategies to reduce the interest expense burden on the fiscal, and liaise with organized labor and employers association to implement with immediate effect the measures captured in the Quao Declaration of the 2022 National Labour Conference, including reforms towards addressing salary inequities, inequalities, example Article 71, office holders. The weak link between pay to productivity and sustainability of the payroll. Let me say this. President Akufo-Addo has absolutely no intention to roll back on any major policy like the free SHS. We see education as the best enabler for sustainable economic growth and transformation and social mobility, and will do more to improve on it for it to serve more and better our children. Ladies and gentlemen, in addition, and finally, government approved the ministers and the heads of SOEs to contribute to cut 30% of their salaries from April to December 2022 to the Consolidated Fund. We would like to thank the Council of State in their leadership in complementing the government policy on this. All of these measures, ladies and gentlemen, are aimed at ensuring that we achieve the 7.4 deficit target set in the 2022 budget. Fuel price mitigation measures. Ladies and gentlemen, the rising prices of fuel at the pumps is influenced largely by the rising crude oil price on the international market and the exchange rate depreciation. Though the rise in crude oil prices should have been to our benefit on net basis, Ghana's import of petroleum products amounts to 5.2 times the value of proceeds from its crude oil exports. In 2021, for example, we exported $3.947 billion of crude, of which Ghana's portion was $513 million. However, we imported $2,719 of crude and finished products. So the purported windfall gain in foreign exchange is quite a mirage. From January to date, as follows: bust margin reduced by 2 pesos per liter, unified petroleum pricing fund margin reduced by 9 pesos per liter, fuel marking margin reduced by 1 peso per liter, primary distribution margin reduced by 3 pesos per liter. Ladies and gentlemen, these reductions in margins are expected to reduce prices of petrol by 1.6% and diesel by 1.4%. We anticipate that the measures taken to strengthen the currency will help further stabilize the prices at the pump. Ladies and gentlemen, in addition, the NPA and the Ministry of Energy are in discussions with the OMCs to reduce their margins within the spirit of burden sharing. The government will do all it can to ensure consistent supply of fuel and manage the rate of ex-pump price increase by ensuring that the Bank of Ghana has access to adequate foreign exchange to support this. Revenue measures. Ladies and gentlemen, cutting down on expenditures alone will not be enough. Our focus is therefore twofold: to control expenditure and to raise more revenue domestically. As such, we will therefore begin the implementation and collection of the revised property rate by end of April 2022. We will implement the e-VAT, e-commerce, and e-gaming initiatives by end of April 2022. We will roll out a simplified tax filing mobile application for all eligible taxpayers by July 2022. We will impress upon Parliament to fast-track the passage of the e-levy bill, tax exemptions bill, and fees and charges bill. Prioritize the revenue assurance compliance and enforcement program, the RACE program, to plug revenue leakages, especially at the ports, the infamous fuel bunkering cartels, and small-scale mining exporters cabal. Government will partner the private sector to also introduce digital systems to monitor quarrying, sand winning, and salt winning to get more revenue from our natural resources. And immediately enforce the no duty, no exit policy at the MPS terminal at the Tema port to improve revenue collection. Ladies and gentlemen, Government of Ghana is to conclude external financing arrangement of up to $2 billion in the next 2 to 6 weeks in line with approved external financing for 2022 and for liability management and to manage the slide of the city. MOF, Ministry of Finance, will also work with the Central Bank to review the foreign exchange retention policy in line with approved external financing for 2022 and for liability management. Additionally, the following measures will be implemented over the medium term: wean off public tertiary institutions from government payroll and provide them with a fixed amount block grant instead. Pursue reforms to address structural challenges in public financial management, including procurement and commitment control, payroll management, and human resource management. It is too early, ladies and gentlemen, to say the COVID-19 pandemic is over, but it is good to acknowledge that Ghana has handled it excellently. We have emerged from its deadliest and most economically damaging phase. If the measures we have outlined in our economic recovery program are executed as planned, the Ghanaian economy should return to pre-pandemic levels across most economic indicators by the end of the year. On the other major event driving the global economy, we recognize that the world is 4 weeks into this terrible war, and it is quite clear that both the occupation of Ukraine and the range of sanctions imposed on Russia will have profound effects both in the short and long term for global markets. The longer the conflict goes on, the greater will be the disruption to the global economy. We shall continue to monitor the situation very closely and make further adjustments if and when needed. We may have no control of the trajectory of the conflict, but it only reminds us how necessary it is for Ghanaians to assert greater control over our own destiny. That we can do if we share in the sacrifices before us to strengthen our capacity for greater self-reliance even in this interdependent world. Government remains optimistic that the economy will grow even bigger this year. The challenge now is to marshal this economic growth before us in the right direction and ensure that it benefits Ghanaians across the board. Ladies and gentlemen, we are confident that these measures will address the immediate and short-term challenges confronting our nation. Government remains resolute and committed to entrenching the structural transformation of our economy in the long term. To this end, we are aggressively pursuing key interventions such as 1D, 1F, Ghana Cares, and the U-Start programs to improve our ability to locally produce more goods and optimize the opportunities AFCFTA offers us. It is important that as a country, we reduce our dependence on imports and increase local production. Public institutions are reminded of government's policy to buy locally produced goods. It is critical that Ghanaians reconsider their preference and consume more locally produced goods to support the economy and guarantee decent jobs for our people. Ladies and gentlemen, your government, the Akufo-Addo administration, is determined to turn things around and has the skills, discipline, and compassion to do so. But to do so, we must not allow our fortunes to be misdirected by speculators and naysayers, those who only thrive when we allow avoidable uncertainties to hold sway in the affairs of the nation.